Attention, attention, ladies and gentlemen, this is a public service announcement. Welcome to the Gemini's 10 Commandments. Number 1, I'm in your head, I'm on your mind. Number 3, you know I'm a Gemini, because I put the gem in Gemini. Number 4, I am the butterfly and you never catch me. Number 5, my word is my sword. Okay? I'll make you laugh until you cry. Like literally, you're just so funny. Number 7, I'm your best friend you'll ever have. Number 8, I'm the innovation, communication, and dedication. Number 9, don't get on my other side. This is very self-explanatory. And number 10, I'll make you feel the most important person in the world. And as a side note, just don't fuck with my heart. Just like the Black Eyed Peas. Oh no, 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 don't fuck with my heart. So you see, I try to actually also write Gemini backwards. And there was a lot of Geminis in here because I woke up feeling kind of sad. I mean, which face should I put today? Gemini, this was your 10 Commandments. Welcome to your funny Armenian guy. I am Arman and this is the Renaissance Tarot. Now, this is going to be your reading, Gemini, from March 10th to the 17th. We're going to see what's happening for you, overall energy, the person on your mind, and things like that. And also, I'm going to clarify your past, present, and future, and close up with an oracle card and advice. So, Gemini. What is going on for Gemini and what's happening? What is their main overall energy? Gemini. Ace of Pentacles, gem. Okay, gem. You are a gem. So Ace of Pentacles, your overall energy here is you're trying to find stability in a situation. I feel like this could be some sort of a, it could be specifically because this is a love reading. It could be about a person. You want to solidify something. So I want to like make this, okay, good. You're wanting to basically solidify something with a person. You want to make things right and maybe build a new foundation with the person on your mind. Whatever this situation is, I'll find out. Some of you could be wanting to start a new career for yourself. You are basically on your new journey. This is a new phase for you, okay? Let's see what happened in the past, in the present. It looks like in the past there might have been some sort of, somebody here was hurt, and I'll get back to this. Sometimes I just can't like wait to talk about that real quick, but we're gonna focus on what's important in the now, present, and then you have the lovers in the near future. We'll find out more. At the bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. There is someone here that you feel like you have a soul connection with, Gemini. And I feel like that you have been very nostalgic with this person. You want to solidify. That's why this is connected to the bottom of the deck. The underlying energy, this is the overall energy, that's the underlying energy. And I feel like you're missing this person. You want to make things right, okay? And because somebody here walked away with the 8 of Cups here, maybe someone here was disconnected. 333, as I just said this on the clock. Someone here was closed off from you. They closed off from you like energetically. Maybe they stopped texting you. They stopped communicating with you. Now, one of the things that I'm seeing that happened for you in the past is that there was definitely an investment of a relationship with a person. It could have been a Leo. I'm getting Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, another air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and you have Aries here as well, and the water signs. So, of course, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I do strongly feel like that there was some sort of a breakup situation that really made you very sad, okay? Whatever this situation is, you both maybe just stop talking to each other. Whatever happened, I feel like that this person kind of like went quiet on you. You know that you were very excited about this connection, about this relationship with this person. You felt like that you were on top of the world, okay? This person made you feel that you were understood, because as a Gemini, you tend to get misunderstood by a lot of people. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there. You know, I love all signs, and I know that you might be, if you watched Pisces' reading, I kindly told you that, you know, you can go, you don't have to watch it, okay? You can be dismissed, because you need to focus on yourself. You need to improve yourself and know your worth and your value, because we don't want to chase after anybody, okay? And you know I'm transparent. If there is a Pisces watching this and they're like, but he said this about Gemini. So I'm honest, I love all signs and I love my Geminis. You know that, sweetie pie. So This person that you were with, I feel like there was a lot of investment with this individual with the Seven of Pentacles here. You're somebody that definitely was invested into this connection. Somehow something went astray, and I'm going to find out what that is. In the current moment, you have the Hanged Man, the Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. I feel like you are trying to be very careful with the next step of what you're going to do with this person. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, the person that you're going to take an action towards. And also Pisces here as well, as always. One of the things that I see you doing, Gemini, you could be getting some, you're trying to understand how to approach to this person. What is your next best move? And I'm going to find out what is an action that you could potentially take. You're also learning something here, Gemini. I think that you are learning not to over-sacrifice yourself, because the Hanged Man, which also can be associated with Christ, right? Like hanging on the tree, it's a metaphor. It's like this tendency of yours, Gemini, to constantly overgive, okay? You tend to overgive, and I think that's what you did in the past. You were the one who filled the cup. You were the one who brought everything to the table. And I feel like that you felt exhausted in it, and somehow somebody left. Whatever happened, I'll find out. You're learning not to over-sacrifice yourself, and this person on your mind, I don't see that they're actually meeting anyone currently. I feel like that they're actually more like on their own. I'm going to find out more. Near future, Five of Swords, King of Pentacles, and then the Lovers. There is definitely some sort of an apology that's going to happen for you. I feel like someone here hurt you deeply with their words. There might have been some argument, some conversation that someone is coming correct, okay? Somebody is realizing that they made a mistake with Gemini and they need to come correct towards you, because the King of Pentacles here is an energy of wanting to steer, just like the King of Pentacles is steering the wheel, right, towards the right direction. They want to make things right with you, because eventually you have the Lovers here. There is love between the two of you, so they want to make some things right with you, okay? Now, let's get into deeper. The Ace of Pentacles here. What is this stability that you're trying to create for yourself? Let's find out, shall we? Okay. Let's talk about the Ace of Pentacles. What is this Ace of Pentacles about for my Geminis? What is it that they need to know? You literally just jumped out of the deck. This is the King of Swords, and it represents Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra in tarot. So this is you. You're very analytical. You are very smart. You are very witty. You already know that, sweetie, and I love that about you. You're very smart. You want to make a very smart move, Gemini, okay? You have the Ace of Swords, which is, again, Gemini, and then Four of Swords. All Geminis. Honestly, I am proud to say, Gemini, that I see you healing your heart. One of the things that you are doing, Gemini, whoever you are, you might be into spirituality, you might be exploring different ideas, but you are realizing, Gemini, that there is, and I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying this, honestly, that there is patterns in our life that we may be repeating over and over and over, and these patterns in relationships come from our subconscious beliefs. Where do these subconscious beliefs come from? From our bringing up, right? Like how we were brought up, like from our parents, the dynamics that we saw in our families, surrounding, and all of those things, like situations, you know, how we saw people were in relationships, those things programmed us. So you have come to realize that there are some things that you want to release and let go of. If you have any limiting beliefs about love, Gemini, you're letting that go. If you didn't know very much, didn't appreciate yourself, you didn't really know much about your worth and your value, now you are starting to appreciate yourself with the Ace of Pentacles. It's like, you know, you're saying that you're starting to believe in yourself, and you have been doing a lot of healing for yourself. Swords represent Gemini, and you see she has her heart on the side and she looks like she's sleeping. This means that you are actually retreating. You have retreated a lot, like I mentioned that in your previous readings as well, like just taking some time off from the world. You have always been on the go, so healing yourself. So in the present moment, there is a specific situation that you are trying to come up with a strategic plan on how to approach to this person, how to make things right. I'm not saying you are sitting here and waiting, but I do strongly feel like that you are actually being very proactive instead of being reactive. And that's what's actually going to be, that's what's going to make this entire connection successful with the Lovers, because the end result is that you and this person are going to end up together. Now, Gemini, we talked about this. You're analytical, the challenge here, the overall energy, Ace of Pentacles, you're getting your steps down. Let's touch upon the past. Let's talk about this past situation specifically. I'm gonna talk about the Three of Swords here for you, Gemini, and I want to mention something. Okay, you know I'm in my kitchen. This is where I do my readings. When I was starting to do your reading, there is a time clock here, you know, on the oven, and it was 11:11. I don't know what that numbers means for you, but as I was gonna turn the camera on, it was 11:11 for you. So you could be seeing those numbers, you could be having a spiritual awakening. Take it as it resonates. So the Three of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups, Two of Pentacles. You could have dealt with a water sign, doesn't have to be. But I'm strongly getting that somebody here was indecisive, okay? Whoever this person was, they were closed off. They didn't know, should they proceed forward? Should they open their heart towards you? And you know, the belief and the idea of marriage and having family together, having a family together with the Ten of Cups here, I feel like that unfortunately it didn't happen at the time. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Whatever the situation was, and actually it's going to be 11:11 on the clock right now, I feel like this person was closed off. You were very invested into this relationship. I feel like you were just very pragmatic, analytical. You thought that this is what's going to happen. And then unfortunately, somebody here was not ready. Indecisive. You know, Gemini, this person was like torn apart between two worlds. They say the Geminis have many sides, but you know, people sometimes, other signs can also have too many things going on at the same time. So Two of Pentacles is representing also two ideas being torn apart, having a lot on their plate. This person could have been having a lot of business stuff that they were doing. Maybe they were not ready yet to be fully invested into the connection. Pentacles in relationships also, they indicate some sort of an investment, whether that's physical presence, okay, because Pentacles represent material stuff. Let's talk about physical presence. Maybe this person was not so much showing emotional support, financial support, whatever the situation is. I feel like that's why the closed off energy caused you a massive disappointment. 12:12 on the clock. Let's talk about the now. You already know about the past. I don't have to repeat that. Let's talk about the present moment, shall we? Because you know, Gem, honestly, I like to focus on the present moment and then the near future. That's what I like to do mostly. So Hanged Man, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. I'm going to talk about your move, okay? I'm going to talk about your move specifically, okay? You are calculating your steps, and I like that, Gemini. You have the So the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Cups, okay? Here, Knight of Cups, clarified by the Knight of Cups. King of Pentacles, and then Four of Cups. So here is the thing. I feel like in the current moment, Gemini, you are not necessarily taking any massive action. This is you. Okay, you're waiting for some sort of a letter, message at the bottom. When the Knight of Cups is off of the horse, it means that this person is actually very considerate of what's happening with the other person. So you're not pushing anything, you're not pushing any agendas. You're basically just taking your time, understanding the situation. Look at the imagery and you'll understand. You're very smart. I know you are very smart, Gemini. Knight of Cups, it means calculated steps, and I'm gonna wait for the right moment to take the action, to offer this love, to offer this connection to this person. And I feel like your biggest desire here, which is clarifying why you're wanting to take this step, Gemini, is actually to solidify and to strengthen this connection with that person, with the King of Pentacles here. Four of Cups here, I feel like that there is a strong connection between you and this person. And I just want to assure you that this person is also thinking about you, okay? They could have other opportunities that might be presented to them, but honestly, the truth here is that they're reminiscing about the past. They're just sitting there thinking about you. Just like I said, you're in their head, you're in their mind. They know you're a Gemini. So your step here is you're taking one step at a time. I feel like this has to do a lot. It's more of an internal step, Gemini. Let's not sit here and pretend that you are not smart, okay? And you know what you're doing. You know that the best step for you to do is to, first of all, to make your mind right, because you have a lot of pacing thoughts back and forth. What should I do? What should I do? You're bringing the calmness and the serenity within yourself now before you even move forward with this person. And that's a very important step, and that also shows a huge level of growth, Gemini. Okay, now let's talk about this person, Knight of Wands. I feel like this person, they're just by themselves. Okay, they might just be enjoying their own company, doing their own thing. Knight of Cups is clarified by the High Priestess, the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is clarified by the High Priestess, Knight of Wands, and the Justice. There's actually a lot of double confirmations in here. So your person is actually, they might be into spirituality, they might be into just by themselves, because the High Priestess talks about intuition. They're also sensing, okay? Their intuition is also telling them that you miss them. If I were to put the High Priestess and then the Four of Cups together right here, it's like they're receiving some telepathic messages from you. They're like almost hearing your voice, okay? And that's why they're connected with you. You both are connected to each other. You could be dealing with a Libra, fire sign is here, Virgo. But I do strongly feel like that whatever is happening in the current moment in this person's life and who they are, I feel like they're trying to bring some sort of stability into their life. With the Justice here, they could be signing some paperwork if it has to do with their life, removing themselves from a third person, from a situation. They could also just try to bring balance in all areas of their life, okay? And their intuition is very strong right now because they're in solitude. And don't think that they're not thinking about you when you think about them, because there is a soul connection between you and this person. Let's talk about the Five of Swords, the apology that I mentioned in the beginning. Because, you know, I remember what I mentioned in the beginning, and then we get to the business, because the cards and the meanings and what I'm picking up energetically on my intuition, based on my intuition, I remember. And I remember your previous readings too. I remember all signs readings a lot of the time. So Five of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Death, and then the Two of Wands. This person may take a second to actually think about their final move here, but I feel like that someone here wants to give a rebirth to this connection. If you look at this closely with a Death card, Scorpio energy, it says rebirth with an infinity symbol down there. And the Two of Wands, it's somebody who is actually thinking about an expansion of their horizons. Specifically in this case, they want to expand the connection. They want to come towards you and they want to take it to the next level. This is someone that's actually very enthusiastic. They seem to have some fire sign energy within themselves. This person is very determined. They're very creative. They could be very artistic. I feel like that whatever happened between the two of you, they want to make it right. That's why the Five of Swords is actually happening in the near future. Why? Because the Five of Swords, also before Five of Swords, there's Four, which you are healing right now, okay, which you are healing, and then there is Three of Swords. Do you see the connectedness? I know that you can, because you're very smart. Five of Swords, the conflict that happened, they're coming back to apologize. Four of Swords is your healing from the Three of Swords, which means that the pain that you experienced, okay? I want to explain the cards so that I make sense what I'm talking about. This person is going to come with an apology to make things right with you, because it is their ultimate desire to create a stability with you, the Lovers. This is very self-explanatory. They want to make things right with you because they know that whatever happened between the two of you, it was more of from their side, and even though they blamed you for it, I feel like that they're going to realize that they need to take ownership and responsibility for that. Let's see what's the advice for you, okay? Let's see what is the advice. So you have the Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands, and then the Devil. So here is the thing. If you have been overthinking about this person, the Devil here, overthinking, obsession, or just having a lot of anxiety in this specific case, you feel like that your mind has been occupied by these thoughts, that is going to come to an end, because a lot of you are going to have your crown chakra opening up. You are very witty, your mind is very strong. And anything that you may feel like is coming against you, you need to learn to look the other way. If you know about the book called Kabbalion, there is the law of transmutation, the law of duality. There's always one side of the story. If you feel like that, there is a lot of adversities against you with the Seven of Wands, your back is pushed against the wall, you don't know what to do. Look at on the other side and ask yourself, I'm a Gemini. How can I come out of this situation? Is this the first experience that I can get out of? Remember the path that you walked through, my Gemini. Remember the path that you had walked through and you still came out on top. Also, you are not the first person, and you definitely are not the last person to be going through something. You are going to overcome this. You are going to come out on the other side. The advice here is to trust your mind. Your mind is very powerful, and your intuition. You're taking the right steps, you're making the right steps. If you're seeking for reconciliation, I do feel like that's what's coming in for you. Let's get the final oracle card here for you, Gemini. Actually, such a great read. I enjoyed it. I really loved it. Like everything just flowed so naturally. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. So like I said, this person is not meeting anyone. They are just by themselves and they are safe if you have been worrying about them. Okay, because you do care for your people, you do care for your family and friends. So you're safe, you're gonna be more than fine. It's just that you in the current moment figuring out your next steps, which I see that you're doing the right things. So Gemini, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I wish you an amazing week ahead. I am your funny Armenian guy, and this is the Renaissance Tarot. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.